Ham radio today. Good evening and happy Friday, April 23rd. Looking forward to a fun time this weekend. And I have several announcements today that are good deals and upcoming events, so let's get started. First of all, R&L has the Yaesu FT4XR. This radio has been out of stock at several websites for a while. I actually did a video a while back on the Yaesu FT65, and a lot of people came along and commented that it was very similar to the FT4X, and some people even asked what the differences were. So I wanted to order one and do a comparison video, but every time I went to look, and I haven't been real consistent with it, but every time I went to look for this radio, it was out of stock somewhere. So R&L has these back in stock. I actually just ordered one myself. I ordered from this page. I paid full price, paid for shipping. He's been a great supporter of the show, and I like to buy products from him when I can. He sent me several products for free in the past. But this one I decided to purchase myself, so I'll be doing a video probably about it upcoming, but also be doing a comparison video between it and my FT65. So that is available right now, $69.95. I think that's kind of a normal price. I'm not sure if that's a sale price or not, but the fact that it's in stock right now should tell you something. So if you've been wanting one of these, now might be a great time to go grab it. He's also got the Rig Expert AA35 Zoom for $199. That's been a normal price for a while. Gigaparts has it for the same price. And I was visiting Gigaparts last week when I was in Huntsville, and I asked him if this AA35 Zoom model was on its way out the door because it's been discounted for a while, so I thought they were kind of getting rid of it. According to the guys at Gigaparts, they have no information on that. They said, no, they just discounted it. We don't know why. We don't have any information about it being discontinued at all. So that's good, I guess. And if you're wanting a very top-of-the-line antenna analyzer for HF, this will go through 35 megahertz. The way Rig Expert does their numbering, this AA35 goes up to 35 megahertz. The AA600 goes up to 600 megahertz. I've got an AA2000 that you'll be seeing a video on soon that goes up to 2,000 megahertz. So it'll be great for you guys doing 1.2 gigahertz or upper end of the spectrum, just below 2 gigahertz. Unfortunately, it won't do Wi-Fi, but we'll save that for another day. He's also got the Anytone D578 UV3 Pro for $399. This price you're really not going to see much fluctuation in because Anytone themselves puts what's called a minimum advertised price on it. They ask all of their confirmed retailers to sell it for this price. And if they find someone selling it for lower, they might pull the agreement they have with Anytone, and the vendor wouldn't be able to sell the radio anymore. So you're probably not going to see this for much cheaper if you've been holding out for a sale on this. I would probably just stop waiting. This is an excellent radio. I've got one myself, really like it. They've been making some firmware updates to it recently, and it's a good option. You might be able to find some that come with some free accessories to kind of get around the price not being able to be dropped. So rnl.com today. All of these links will be in the description below as normal. As I mentioned on my lunchtime live stream on Wednesday, the Tapper Group, Tucson Amateur Packet Radio Group, who holds the annual Digital Communications Conference, which is what DCC is, they put up a survey a few days ago, and they want to know how likely is it that you will travel to Charlotte, North Carolina if they do a live event this year. They did, for the first time ever, they did a virtual event last year due to COVID and all the lockdowns and people being closed, et cetera, et cetera. They didn't want to cancel their event, so they held it over Zoom. It was very successful. They got people from all over the world, really, in other countries as well, who might not have been able to travel to the United States and North Carolina, even if COVID wasn't a thing at that point in time. So it opened up the DCC to a wider audience. However, the live interaction, the meet and greets, the dinner parties that happen on both Friday and Saturday night after the event are something that were definitely missed last year. So they want to put up a survey and say, if we did it live, would you be there? And if we did it live, would you not be there? And they're trying to determine if it is worth it to do the live event or if they want to do it via Zoom again. So fill this form out, click on submit at the bottom. If this is something you've attended in the past, I highly recommend that you do this now. If it's something that you've never done before, but you think you might be interested in, go ahead and fill it out anyway. This is a really cool forward technology summit that happens every year for digital communications, both not just digital voice like DMR and System Fusion, but like APRS, packet radio, FT8, pretty much anything in the digital communication spectrum and anything in a new experimental section. This is all about radio experimentation. Tapper Digital Communications Conference of 2021. On May 8th, I will be attending myself the second Saturday sidewalk sale. Boy, that's a mouthful. At MTC. This is out in Paris, Texas, about 2 hours northeast of me. They say they will be giving away an IC705 at 11:30 a.m. I plan to go out there Friday and hang out with them and help them set up. I've done that before in the past for their annual ham radio homecoming shindig that they used to do before last year. So I used to go out there on Friday, help them set up. We'd go to dinner that night. We'd get up in the morning, have a really fun time all day, and then I'd go home Saturday afternoon. That's what I'm planning this weekend. This weekend, I'll be going out there on Friday, May 7th, and helping them. They say come rain or shine, so I certainly hope that the weather cooperates. I don't know if they have tents set up, or maybe they do it all indoors. I don't know if it does rain. Not sure. But they've been doing this since March. Starting in March, MTC is doing sidewalk sale every second Saturday. We plan on doing this March, April, May from 7 to noon. It'll be lots of fun. So I don't know. I guess I was under the impression they were going to keep this going, but perhaps this is going to be the last one. So that's even a better reason to come. If you're within driving distance of Paris, Texas, check this out. I will be there. It'd be cool to get a big showing of ham radio operators that are ham radio 2.0 subscribers at this event. It'll be a fun time for sure, regardless. Bridgecom Systems sent an email yesterday, I think it was. Due to recent computer chip shortages, there's been a reduction in the supply of radios, which is likely to extend into 2022. This is about the fire at the factory in Japan, if you guys haven't been following that. So Google that if you don't know anything about it. Unfortunately, the sudden supply changes have left us unable to fulfill our inventory demands for the coming future. Because of these current shortages and unlikely future of the radios, we'll be raising prices of these products on April 30th. So these three radios are going up, the 878 UV Plus, the 878 UV, and the 868 UV, and they're going. This one's going up about $11. This one's going up about $11. This one's going up about $20 right there, $19 right there. So on April 30th is when those prices will take effect. That's 7 days from now, so you guys have time to still get this old price. Links will be in the description below. I get a little bit of recognition from Bridgecom every time I send someone to their website, so please do click on the links below if you're deciding to buy one of these radios, and go grab it now, because you can save a few bucks by just buying it before the price goes up. So shop now right there. There's that. Also expiring in 2 days is their next giveaway, Share Your Ham Shack giveaway. The winner will receive a 578 UV3 Pro, an 878 Plus, a Skybridge dual band hotspot, plug-and-play programming for both radios, the USA and International Super Code plug for both radios, tri-band mobile antenna, speaker, extra battery and belt clip, Bridgecom University, which is a series of over 100 videos that show you lots of different stuff on how-tos about all of the Anytone radios. Must have a valid amateur radio call sign to enter. Mention us on Instagram at Bridgecom Systems to use Share Your Shack to gain an extra 100 points. I didn't do that yet. I should have. I meant to, but I forgot about it. So I will share this link in the description below, and you can click on there, and I will get credit for that. As I've said in the past, if I end up winning one of these, I'll probably just do a re-giveaway on this channel. Moving to Gigaparts, they will be starting around noon today, which is normal. Spend $1,000 and save $25 with this code. Spend $15, save $35. Spend $2,000, save $50 with this code. If you have been looking at that IC7300 or that FTDX10, one of these two options right here is going to be very beneficial for you. So save $25 or $35. Exclusions apply. Apply online. PayPal credit, which I use, 0% interest for 6 months. Make 12 easy payments on any purchase, $300 at 0% interest. I've got my PayPal credit account lets me make purchases $99 or more for 6 months at 0% interest. But 12 months 0% interest is really good too. Use someone else's money. That's what I always say. So there we go. Oh, look that. Oh, my goodness. I need to cut this part out. Eric's video on the Rig Expert Antennalyzer is right there. It's a really good video. It is. He does a great job. Eric from Ham Radio Concepts. 2021 Field Day. They've already got a list put together. Steve's Bargain Corner. New products. Anytone. DV Mega. This is their Globetrotter. The DV Mega Globetrotter, which they showed me when I was there last week. Looks kind of cool. I hope I get the opportunity to grab one pretty soon and do a review on that also. ID52A, risk-free reservation. Boy, that's a pretty radio. I have no idea what the status of that radio is. People keep asking me. I do not know. They either don't know or they're not telling us, whichever one the case may be. Links will be in the description below to Gigaparts. It's just gigaparts.com/weekly specials. But click on the link below. Again, I get a little bit of recognition when they see traffic coming from my YouTube channel to their website. They always like to see that. American Radio Supply, $10 off a $25 or more coupon code. 784186 is the code that expires in 4 days on April 27th. Use that to buy connectors. I'm actually going to go in here and buy some connectors probably later today because there were a couple of adapters that I looked for at Gigaparts, and they had most of them, but there were one or two kind of weird ones that I couldn't find. So I'm going to go in here. I've been wanting to do a video about this American Radio Supply stuff anyway, so I'm going to go in here and do that soon. Check that out. Go see what they've got. I am proud to announce that Baofeng Tech is my newest sponsor of this series. So at the time of this recording, I currently have 5 sponsors. That's the most I've ever had. My sponsors include R&L Electronics, Flex Radio, giftsforhams.com. If you've ever seen those lighted signs, that my lighted sign that's behind me in most of my videos, giftsforhams.com, they do that. Buy 2A Radios, and now Baofeng Tech is sponsored number 5. Very great people, USA based. They have an office in South Dakota. They take Baofeng radios, they upgrade them, they fix them, and they support them from the USA. So that is very welcomed in a lot of regards. And they have Arlington, South Dakota is where they are right there. Support at baofengtech.com and sales at baofengtech.com. So you can find a lot of their stuff on Amazon. You can buy directly from them on the website here. You can do that. I went ahead and put together a list on my kit.co site of most of their radios. These are pretty much all from Amazon. This 5x3 is excellent. I've talked about that in several videos. It's a great tri-band HT. This Btec Dmr 6x2 is pretty much the same thing as the Anytone 868. Actually, I think that they've upgraded that with firmware, and it's more like the 878 now, because I think it has GPS in it now, I think. I need to do an updated video on that, because I'm not 100% sure. The Smokin' Ape really likes that video, or I'm sorry, this radio. He talks about it a lot. He considers it to be a better radio than the Anytone. I don't know that I agree with that necessarily, but I do respect the Smokin' Ape's opinion. He knows what he's talking about with DMR radios, and this is a good radio. I do have this, and I probably should do an updated video on it. Their UV82 Charlie radio is a commercial Part 90 type accepted radio, so that's kind of fun for those of you wanting to use commercial bands and stuff. They've got a GMRS and a MERS radio. Both of those have videos upcoming on this channel. They've got this 50X3, which I've done a video on, and I'm currently installing in my truck. And they've got some GMRS radios down here as well. Programming cables, antennas. So, kit.co/KC5HWB/Baofeng Tech-radios. The link will be in the description below. Go check that out. And if you're worried about buying a Chinese radio, buy one of these instead, and then you get support from the USA. Flex Radio, who's also one of my sponsors. Really great folks down there from Austin, Texas. Did a lot of work with their radio during the Last Man Standing event using my Maestro, using the Smart SDR software. We got our radio back online in Costa Rica, so you're going to be seeing some videos about that also. This Tuner Genius XL is the first, so they claim, the first SO2R tuner to hit the waves. Introducing the Tuner Genius XL, and this thing's going to be shipping in Q3, they say. I think I read that. Where did I read that? I think I read that in here. So it's not available yet, that you can get on a mailing list to learn about it. Oh, there it is right there. Expected release date is third quarter of 21. So about 2 to 3 to 4 months from now, something like that. So you can get on the mailing list here and keep up with it. Introducing the Tuner Genius XL, the first SO2R tuner in the amateur market. Also soon to be available is a 1x3 version. The Tuner Genius XL is a full frequency coverage tuner from 1.8 meg to 54 meg with the ability to tune up to 10 to 1 SWR. Wow. You might want to check your antenna if your SWR is that out of whack. With the ability to handle up to 2,000 watts ICAS of power. The Tuner Genius XL is built to high-quality broadcast industry commercial standards. I cannot read today, so there it is. I've already asked Michael from Flex Radio to come on to the channel and talk about this in more detail once he's got one in his hands and can give us kind of a demonstration. So, very cool new legal limit tuner from Flex Radio. Got some updates done on the website. Those of you who ordered on the website while I was on my 2-week-long POTA trip, you should see those orders start to ship. Actually, they started to ship yesterday. If you didn't get an email yet, then you'll probably get an email today. I shipped out about half of them yesterday. Actually, I created the shipping labels yesterday. Those are leaving this morning. I'll create the other shipping labels today, and they'll probably leave. They might leave this afternoon. If not, they'll leave first thing in the morning. So I should get caught up on all that today. So we've got drinkware, T-shirts from the YouTubers bunch. I got a new shipment while I was gone. I received a new shipment of the Edfong dual band antennas. So I have these dual band in PVC, and I have the roll-up antennas back in stock. So those are in stock for a limited time. Right about the time those arrived, the GMRS versions ran out. These things are selling out. He called me when I was out of town. He called me when I was in New York doing a POTA. And he's like, dude, what are you doing? How are you selling these so fast? I'm like, I have a Friday shopping video. So shop.hamradio2.com. You can find all this stuff there. Still got plenty of these, let's see, drinkware antennas and gear. Still got plenty of these POV cases. Sold 2 or 3 of those while I was out of town, and those are shipping out today as well. Really cool case for the ICOM IC705. Tonight is our, look at that, Hayden's already first. Ham Radio DX. Tonight is our Ham Radio Happy Hour for April of 2021. Link will be in the description below. Please join us. Should have a really good crew tonight of folks who come along and join us for the happy hour. We try to do this about once a month. It's just a good time to get together and talk about ham radio and talk about whatever the heck we want. It's just a general rag chew over YouTube about ham radio and about all the things going on, about all the upcoming events. So really, really looking forward to that. This is always a fun time. 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time tonight, which is midnight UTC. That'll be kicking off tonight. Link will be in the description below. 73 all, thanks for watching today, and you guys have a good weekend.